teleportation. But there it was, silent, staring at me.
So we are in the lobby of the Sijik Order, this ancient building here. Madura Darethi has been soaking in the atmosphere. Are you a Sijik monk?
I am. Are you here to ask me questions?
Can you tell me more about Rindil?
Well, Rindil was a Sijik about 100 years ago. Things were not always well, and he did struggle to get along with the others, but that was believed to have been corrected over time. This did not happen though. Rindil was bright, and helped us learning in the School of Illusion. That is why his application was accepted. He was expelled from Artaeum when we felt his interests were being unsafely practiced. He was warned, but did not seem concerned about authority or established rules. This is why he was exiled.
You weren't concerned with him doing damage to the rest of Tamriel?
As you may or may not know, this is not the first time a Sijik was exiled and turned rogue. Do you recall Manimarco?
Oh yeah, Manimarco, of course.
Though they all follow different paths and patterns, we cannot predict what they will do. If we could, it would not be fair to charge someone for crimes they have not yet committed. Some of our members are reformed from exile. Some are content with their lives in Tamriel and do not cause harm. So, to answer your question, we are always concerned. That is why we are here.
Yeah, Manimarco is famously known to be a rogue Sijik, right? Who is a master of the mystic arts. He was involved in using mysticism to manipulate souls and the dead. And he was expelled from the Sijik Order, right? The Manimarco founded another order, Order of the Black Worm, whereas his friend established the Mage's Guild. That's when arcane knowledge, items, potions were available to any member of the general public who could afford to pay. Yes, and that's the history of the Mage's Guild, and it all started from a student who was of the Sijik Order. This place has incredible history. Yeah, are you hiding from the failure of the Order?
No, that's not why we relocated. We are here to better understand magic in a location that is safe for us and safe for others. There are others who would like to fight against us as well, so the decision was made to relocate.
Right, the island of Artaeum disappears from Nern for centuries at a time, right? And they reappear when they want to reappear. So, so you say relocate as if the island was moved.
You are partially correct in your assessment. In an interest to save time of an overcomplicated explanation that may or may not make sense. In essence, the land and all that was on it moved using a combination of several old and forbidden magics that required the whole island's participation.
So Skyrim is set in 4E201, right? And just before 4E200, the Sijik Order and Artaeum vanished again. And we all know that in 4E201, the Sijik Order was involved when the College of Winterhold discovers the Eye of Magnus. The Eye of Magnus was ultimately taken away by the Sijik Order. We understand that when we work on the College of Winterhold questline, right? So, will Artaeum ever come back to Nern?
That is a good question. That depends on a number of factors that, well, could shift easily in either direction. You have to remember that where you stand is a translation of a grand-scale will. Things do not always translate fluidly.
What do you mean?
If that is what we want, then we can make it happen. But it might not be like this place. The structures may change as well as how we see and call them, but names are not ideal regardless. They have a way of getting trapped.
So this isn't really Artaeum?
It is and it isn't. Without risking using the wrong words, I can tell you something that might help. Sometimes when you dream you are at home, it is the home you remember. Sometimes the house you are in, you only remember when you are asleep. When you awake, you realize that it wasn't your home at all. There are also layers of a deception as a failsafe, mixed with intentional misconceptions and truth. There are still the remnants of a war going on. If Summerset Isle can find peace with the other provinces and independence, then perhaps it can return. There are many factors at play, and I am not at liberty to share them.
Right, interesting. Was Rindil responsible for the missing people too?
To some extent, people go missing for different reasons, and some reasons are more complicated or evil than others. Rindil was responsible for changing the folk of Karndar Watch into abominations, as well as most of the students in the Master's Wing into werewolves.
Oh.
He was the cause of much sadness, and if the victim wasn't transmogrified, then their souls were harvested for enchantments. Other missing people are related to the Dominion, some to Daedra worshippers. Others are just not found yet, slain by the roadside, unprepared for the road they walked.
Why don't you try to prevent these things from happening? They don't get involved in what happens at None.
Some things have to be. We have obtained a level of power that would make it easy to quell Nern's woe.
Yeah.
As disheartening as it is for us to be inactive, there are those that are corrupt on this plane, and those that have thoughts to react to those things. If your parents were slain for the thrill of a murderer, it is your honor in question. What will you do with that knowledge? If we stepped in, we would rob you from your free will. It is simply a bridge we cannot cross. You must understand, it isn't a matter of us not wanting to. It is forbidden for good reason.
Yeah, they maintain neutrality in whatever happens at None. So what's the point of having all this power and if you can't use it?
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Most issues are surface, illusion, tangible or material.
That's true.
The nature of our work will never be seen or appreciated. Be open-minded, Arch-Mage, as a fool has no delight in understanding.
Okay, what about that 1,000-year-old Master Wizard Andratha?
The Soul Forger?
Soul Forger.
Of course. Why do you ask?
She sent me out to do some really pointless things.
Most people are happy to have their soul forged. Did she not tell you the tasks would be menial?
She did.
Perhaps I don't understand. If she told you the tasks were of no consequence, why did you do them? If it was to get your soul forged, you knew that was at stake, correct? So, what's the problem?
This is not true actually. We actually used Muck and Recall. But okay.
If you were struggling with the stairs, it is due to you not knowing how to levitate. I assume those stairs are there to challenge those who do not have the appropriate skill set to ascend like a magician. I suppose she could not have put the stair there and limit only those with the magical prowess to visit here. You do know that Vardenfell's master wizards used similar methods, right?
Yep, Telvanni.
Additionally, what appears to be menial to you may have adverse effects you are unaware of. My advice to you, as an aspiring magic-casting explorer, is to refrain from doing things you are opposed to. Always a pleasure.
It was great talking to that guy. Wow. Pretty cool writing. Amazing work by the mod author. So we are here at the lobby of the Sijik Order. Let's see. Sijik Order production. Spell Tome Sustenance. Oh, who are you? Greetings, may I ask what you do here?
I work in the Sijik Order Production Center. Ushuga the Orc and I prepare all the meals for the spell's sustenance.
Can you tell me more about the spell?
It is a spell that was invented here, in these halls, over 100 years ago, by a master wizard named Hinderil. Many mages just love the spell because they no longer need to carry food with them. All they need is a good source of magicka.
That's amazing.
The best part of the spell is that the flavor will change to be as appetizing as possible.
What a spell, man. So just imagine you can just sleep all your life, and when you're hungry, just cast a spell. Pretty crazy, huh? How do you like living here?
It's nice. There's always a lot of work to keep me busy, and I like knowing that our efforts keep the people happy and healthy.
What else do we have here? Artaeum. Alright, let's go. Oh, Rindil drew statues? Why do we have a statue here? Rindil drew Sijik boots, Sijik robes. Ooh. The Sijik Order headquarters. Look at that. Okay, this is the Arcane Delight. We never went in here. Oh! She's here. Hello, Sylvia.
Yes, Arch-Mage. Congratulations on defeating Windhelm. I hear he was actually a Slode. That would explain a lot.
What are you doing here?
It is best for me to change locations. Artaeum is fairly safe. I suppose I can trust you by now.
What do you mean?
I am the Queen of Alinor, and I am hiding from the Dominion. Recently, I thought they were ignorant of my appearance and existence. That isn't even the worst of it, though. I have reason to believe they were the ones who secured the Crystal Tower during the chaos over 200 years ago.
Let me guess.
That is what I'm not sure about. They have been there for 200 years. If they wanted to destroy Mundus, they would have done it already.
Want me to have a look?
Yes, but I don't wish to mislead you anymore. The Dominion is not what you would expect, not what they show.
Where should I start?
There is a pond on Eton Near. Should be a way in there.
Smothered Hope. Okay, the Crystal Tower. Wow. Okay. What have you been doing since we parted?
A lot of counter-political intelligence. It is my sole purpose to free my people from the Dominion.
So how did she get into Artaeum? She's the Queen of Alinor, but the Sijik Order does not get involved in kings and queens, right? What's so special about her that she got access to Artaeum? There must be something I can do to help.
If there was a direct way without slaughtering innocent people, I would tell you. There are good people and bad people. I have many good people working for me, and bad people are the same with bad people. In the end, it is really the voice of the people that decides who the leaders are. The people have mostly decided to follow the Dominion. I cannot tell them how to think, nor would killing them help. But we can show them a better way. Let them defect on their own with our guidance. All officials are elected, and if the majority accepts it, that is the state of the world. The Dominion is an idea that is supported by many. If you kill the people, the idea still remains.
True.
You must kill the idea.
Anything else?
You probably feel like I'm sending you blindly on another crazy adventure. I'm sorry. All I have are suspicions. I have informants around Summerset Isle and Artaeum that keep me up to date on some magical events. I believe that some of the people that have gone missing are also due to the Dominion. I trust no one more than you to do this. Fine day to you.
Yeah, so she says it's best to change location. Artaeum is very safe. I'm a Queen of Alinor hiding from the Dominion. So this is no reason for the Sijiks to transport her here. Okay, until recently, I thought they were ignorant of my appearance and existence. That isn't even the worst of it though. I have reason to believe that they were the ones who secured the Crystal Tower during the chaos over 200 years ago. So we know that the Crystal Tower was destroyed during the Oblivion Crisis, right? And it was a place for magical learning. And during the Oblivion Crisis, it collapsed. So she's referring to the Oblivion Crisis, right? When she says the chaos of over 200 years ago. So they have been there for 200 years. If they wanted to destroy Mundus, they would have done it already. So the Dominion secured the Crystal Tower? Okay. They've been there for 200 years. So we should be able to enter the Crystal Tower via a pond on Etonir. Really? I thought the Crystal Tower was destroyed. Anyway, let's see once we reach Etonir. Her purpose is to free her people from the Dominion. So you have to kill the idea of the Dominion. Wow. That's not easy. We started a new quest. I discovered Sylvia in Arcane Delight in First Hold. She has revealed that she is the Queen of Alinor and is on the run from the Dominion. She has mentioned that she believes the Dominion have seized the Crystal Tower in secret over 200 years ago, and I offered to investigate. She noted that there should be an entry in and around the pond of Dunmer. I should make my way to the Cloudrest and look for a way to get into the Crystal Tower. I don't understand. Crystal Tower is destroyed, right? Okay, whatever. Is this new lore? Okay, so good stuff. Alright, so Madura Darethi is going to walk, okay? She's going to walk for some time. I will get you guys back. If not, I'll see you at Skywatch, okay? Alright, we are here at Silsalen Point. And remember we met this farmer? Visaro.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
I'm friendly, don't worry.
If you say so, but be warned, we are armed, so don't try anything. Let me tell you, farming isn't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent washing your back.
Why get defensive when something threatening to then complain about what you do?
Now listen, you. I don't need to explain myself to you or anyone else, you hear me? I've had a few good harvests the last few years, and the Divines know, and Darwin can contest to it too.
Did you say every minute washing your back?
When you're farming all day and night every day, you have to stay clean. Washing your back is very important. No one messes with me or my family, you hear? May you find all that you seek, traveler. Arch-Mage. And how are you?
Oh, what? You got a quest out of that? I've spoken with the Altmer in Silsalen, who seems to be acting rather odd. I should see if he has any family I can speak to, that may know more about what's going on. Find one of Visaro's family members. Oh yeah, so let's go. I think Daravine is the wife of Visaro. Let's go speak to her. So where is Daravine? Oh, here she is. Yo!
And how are you?
Explain what happened with the Slode.
I noticed my legs felt like they haven't been used in a while. Now it adds up. Thank you very much, traveler.
Ah,
I'll need
they're
to
happy.
make a point to visit that statue that you mentioned.
Yeah, what strange statue of the Slode? That's crazy. Tell me about your husband. He's acting weird.
How can I say this? You see, he's of two minds. He wasn't always like that.
Uh-huh.
Something must have happened recently to him to make him change. One part of him acts like his old self, a farmer who loves his work and takes it seriously. The other part acts like someone who's suffered as a victim of being robbed. Most times both minds have to say something.
Is there anything that can be done to help him?
There is, but I've been having the hardest time convincing them both. Maybe you'll have better luck. There's a retired priest that lives in Skywatch who has told me that they can settle his mind, but he needs to have faith in a divine.
Okay, I can speak with him.
That would be wonderful. I don't have any expectations, but anything is worth a try, right?
Right. Tell me about Silsalen.
Well, many of the people of Artaeum think of Silsalen as the alchemical center because of the school of alchemy here. I live here with my husband and just see it as home. If you plan on spending much time in Silsalen, be kind to Sweet here.
Okay. I spoke to her. And apparently he has two minds. He's suffering from two minds and would like me to bring him to a priest in Skywatch. Let's go speak to him.
Yes?
So Daravin says you refuse to get help.
Help with what?
You seem to be of two minds and she is concerned.
I warned you, we don't take kindly to being roughed around here. Defend yourself.
Oh no! Just the two of us. Oh no! There goes paralysis again. Daravine asked me to speak with you about your faith.
Why? I have faith, and that is none of your concern. We don't like strangers, and we're armed. Back off.
Oh, failed again? No! Darwin asked me to speak with you about your farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, my farm is my pride and joy.
Oh,
I don't think I'll take my eye off of you. If you force me to fight, I will.
Darwin says there's a wise man in Skywatch that might be able to help.
With the farming? Well, that's just great. As hard as farming is, I just love it so. Would you mind taking me to him? I'm not much of a fighter, but I am if you push me.
Sure.
This is going to be great. My farm is going to be so much better now.
Ah, so essentially you have to trick him. Let's head to Skywatch. Sunadiriana. Wow, what is that?
I call a good day one that doesn't end with pests eating my tomatoes.
Tomatoes or tomatoes? Is he a British guy? This guy? So we have to find a priest here. Okay. Sinduril. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, let's tell him about our success with Rindle Drew.
I don't buy that for 1 minute. I have been here working on my investigations unmolested. To be blunt, I find your interruption to this clearly fabricated event to be rather troublesome. I ponder to what effect this seemingly elaborate illusion you have in mind is. I am sure if there was some foul play at hand here, your magical ineptness would yield no result of any degree of peril.
Ah, okay, you don't believe, it's fine. Were you ever a priest?
What?
Never mind.
Then.
Tell me about yourself.
You've entered my competency, unaware of the lexical castigation of my accord, carrying a satchel of duplicity. Would it not be more venturous to claim title and deed to Baal's throne? This scatting of rough stones you call a road is not a path I will venture down. You cast the stones, so I will reside in my familiarity.
Is there any data worship around here?
When where are elevated with greatness, it would be better to challenge the loon with such speculations, would it not?
Okay, what do you do around here? Rumination. All the time. Okay.
Cinderiel, sage of the 37 planes, originator of locational phasing, lexiconeer, and shadowsmith.
36 planes? 37 planes?
Bones and this mind have traveled far. One who calls to adventure should not be so limited to Mundus alone, from Apocrypha to the fields of regret and quagmire, to the ghost town of Tribador in Chimera of Desolation, to the sands behind the stars. 37 planes I have seen, more than most, less than all.
Originator of locational phasing. What the hell is that?
Magic in which items manifest. I am who originated them all.
Lexiconeer.
Dwarven minds, though simple alone, complex as a network. Such machinations as the lexicon are mechanical in nature. I've simply made a mechanism to digest them all into something I can sink my teeth into.
Can I use a lexicon device?
It has been phased.
Shadowsmith, what's that?
It is but a pseudonym, nothing more.
So what a strange guy.
Good day.
Can I help you?
Is he the priest? Oh, no wonder we have some Dunmer stuff here.
Arch-Mage.
See, he says, Lexiconeer.
Dwarven minds, though simple alone, complex as a network. Such machinations as the lexicon are mechanical in nature. I've simply made a mechanism to digest them all into something I can sink my teeth into.
Wow, this guy reminds me of, you know who? If you played Morrowind, there's this guy, Baladas Demnavani, who resides in a Velothi tower. If you'll meet him.
Walking.
This guy totally reminds me of Baladas Demnavani for some reason. Okay, so he's not the priest. So he's not the priest. Okay, let's check these homes. I guess.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Wow, Skywatch is a strange design. It reminds me of Cloudrest a little, but at the same time very different. You know, very nice design. Bidley Grove dwelling. Ah,
Always a pleasure.
yeah. Let's tell about our achievement.
Well, I hope it didn't curse you on its way to the afterlife. Slow have a habit of doing that.
Oh no, Madura
Thank you all the same.
Darethi, you're cursed. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Bidley. I'm an 8th generation farmer. Settled down here in Skywatch to be with others in the craft. Now I'm just a herb hobbyist.
Herb
I
hobbies.
don't care too much for the crafting of potions, but I do love the cultivation of plant growth. I also have studied early Third Era understanding of the Daedric princes.
Is there any Daedra worship around here?
Thankfully, no, as far as I'm aware. People really seem to lose a bit of their faculty when they start worshipping them. It's very sad, actually.
Right. Tell me about the Third Era Daedric princess.
The least of the Daedra princes, he is their master of the hunt. Hircine is supposed to be the creator of all lycanthropes.
Right.
A regal Daedric prince said to be the most power-mad of all Daedra.
Black Bal.
Modal is said to be obsessed with making Tamriel part of his realm.
Yes, we know about that. Next,
Sanguine is the Daedric prince of lust.
lust and
Anything
pleasure.
in excess is his motto.
Yes, we know
The
that.
Daedric prince of perversity and unnatural sexual relations, of course.
Sanguine, okay.
Periite is the Daedra of pestilence
Plague.
and plague. Periite is the most affable of the Daedric princes with the worst reputation.
Right, that's disgusting.
Vermina is the Daedra lady of corruption and decay. Not nice to look at.
You.
Vermina is a regent of oblivion, and her sphere is corruption and decay. Sheogorath is the Daedric prince of insanity. Not a good one to count on. Sheogorath is the mad one, the Daedra who revels in chaos and lunacy. Clavicus Vile is the consummate politician of oblivion. You won't find a more carefully neutral Daedric prince than Clavicus Vile.
Interesting.
Meridia is a Daedra regent and a collector of human specimens. Meridia is a kind of acting Daedric prince and ruthless in her acquisitiveness.
Another hand touches the beacon. That's Meridia, right?
Mehrunes Dagon is the Lord of Destruction,
The most violent.
the most violent of the Daedra.
Right.
Dagon seems like an ignorant brute, but he is really rather cunning. Azura is one of the Daedric regents of Oblivion. Her sphere is vanity. Lady Azura is the Daedric prince of vanity and
Egotism. Yeah, she had such a crazy ego that she cursed Dunmer. Alright, do you have any work?
Recipes are a daft business. I'm working on a formula that calls for a goodly piece of Morkablinks. What is a Morkablinks? A herb? A mineral? Well, I've researched the matter and found Morkablinks is a zombie. Imagine that. And this particular zombie is right here in Artaeum. Could I ask you to go into its location and grab a piece of Morkablinks for, say, 1,000 gold pieces?
Sure.
Jolly good. Now, this zombie's location is not too far away at all, so it shouldn't take you long at all. Make your grab and get back. Remember, it's got to be fresh, preferably off its body. The name of the place is something like Ulialia. It's sure to be gruesome there. You might want to bring a sword or some such thing. Well, good luck.
Boogeyman. Oh, a new quest. Nice. Okay, we can work on these quests. So, but first we need to find the priest, right? So he's not the priest. I think we should set a mark here so that we can, come back once we finish that quest.
Spells.
Oh, that's a mark spell, my man. Oh, I like this guy, Visaro. He has some fun commentary.
Be careful dealing with thieves. Mercy is less
can I help you?
Dario.
Always a pleasure.
Hey, he looks like a priest. Yeah, first let's get a reaction.
I had a feeling that something happened, just not what. We owe you all our lives. This is for sure.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Were you ever a priest?
I've been waiting for you.
Huh, he's a priest. Wait for Visaro.
Vizero, I heard that you are looking to make your harvests better. Is that right? Many of the most successful farmers have asked for aid from Zenithar. Have you considered this? Well, there is a simple thing you can say to make things run more smoothly for you. I will tell you what to say, and you must repeat after me. You must also feel and believe the words you are saying, or Zenithar may not hear you. I, Vizero, ask you, Zenithar, to clean my mind of any and all thoughts that are not my own, and to make me of one sound mind. That's it. You should notice you are clearer-minded going forward. With that clearer mind, you can focus more on your farming.
Wow. The power of Zenithar. Why didn't he come here? Whatever. Really? Saru, you're stuck there? Why didn't you meet the priest? Okay, whatever. The priest has spoken to you telepathically.
Arch-Mage?
Would you like to head back home now?
Yes. Hey, thanks for bringing me out here. My mind felt so cloudy, but now I feel great.
Oh, happy to help.
I guess I shouldn't have second-guessed the power of Adra.
Exactly. Bring Visaro home.
Yes?
Let's go. Is he coming? Okay, good. Cool, nice little story here, you know. Very cool, I really enjoyed this.
Out here, you've got to take things one.
Always a pleasure.
We're back.
How did it go?
Full recovery. There was another soul in his mind that needed to be released, and Zenithar helped him.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, 600 gold. Nice. Thank you.
Fine day to you.
Alright. And to leave.
That's unusual.
Cool little quest. I liked it. Now, we need to find what? We need to find Morky Blinks. Goodly piece of Morky Blinks. Because we are the only ones who fly, right? I'm sure everybody who has played Summerset Islands has not flown like this. We are the only metal ones. Oh, okay, this dungeon. Ulialalia. Alright. Oh, a dungeon in Artaeum. That is not fun, and thank God Elania is here. Whoa, mysterious. Uh-oh. Ectoplasm, faded wraith. Okay, more of these idiots. Oh, giant store, leather backpack. Mage backpack. What? Are these installed by the Anniversary Edition? I don't think these were added by the more author. Strange.
Try again.
Oh, magic out.
I'm not even trying.
Oh. Okay. It is a confusing dungeon. Extremely confusing. Okay, we're near the item. Wow, what a place. What a place. Oh, this guy. Oh, really? Ah. He absolutely punched Elania.
No one can challenge me.
A sample of mock blinks. All right. Done. So, simple thing to do is to cast a recall. You see? All right, perfect. Mark and recall, man. Any new land mod, you have to install these spells. Saves a lot of time. Alright, you crazy alchemist.
And Howie. Ah, hello.
Here's your Morky Blinks.
Now that is a lovely piece of zombie. Thanks awfully. I believe we agreed on 1,000 gold pieces, yes?
Yes.
You too.
Alright, goodbye. I think this is the end of our adventuring in Artaeum. It's time to head back to Summerset Isle. So let's say goodbye to Artaeum once and for all. Alright, back at Bokelgard. So what I understood is this island, what we see here, you have the town of Bokelgard, Skywatch, Sicilian Point, First Hold. This island in the real lore is called Auridon, but unfortunately I think the more author got confused or whatever happened. He named this island as Artaeum. So yeah, but that's I think a mistake. I wish those cities, the towns and the cities were more active, but we had few NPCs that were interesting. And of course we had to meet the boss here, and this was awesome. The Sijik Order headquarters was awesome. Let's get back to Summerset Island, shall we? Teleport Summerset. Alright. This should take us to the Maze Guild. Oh, perfect. Perfetto. Oh, Kirinda. Okay, next time when we come back, we'll work on the Crystal Tower Madness and few other things. Or maybe we can take a pause on the main quest and do some more side content. We'll see. Okay. And Elara and Madura Darethi, we'll see you guys soon.